Some better views of my tarantulas, and I'm able to do that today. There's 4 of them are out pretty good. This is my H-Mac. So you can see him right there. He's probably in the 3/4 of an inch range. I've had him just over 3 months, and he has molted 4 times. And I don't often see him out like that, but I just saw him and I thought I'd come down and let you get a look at him. So there he is, the H-Mac, doing very well and getting himself up on the glass. My Acanthoscurria broccolahursti just molted for the 3rd time the other day, and there he is, out and about. He's over 2 inches now, doing very well. That's a good shot for you. There he is. Like I said, he's doing very well, 3rd molt. My Lacidora parahabana also molted for the 3rd time. I'll get you a look at him here. That's him right there. And he's gotten up there. He's probably 3/4 of an inch or so also. There might be some better light for you to see him by. But doing very well. Dug out all through his enclosure, but he looks really good. Seems to be doing great in there. I didn't like the light. The Serpigo bichotte is back in there. You can just see his legs. Again, he only comes out when the temperature's low. So, and I still have it up a little bit because they're just slings. And he was just out, the Brachypalmibomi, but I guess the light scared him away. So I'll try to get you views of him in the Serpigo bichotte later tonight if I can, and let you see them. I'm going to be feeding them today, so if I can capture some of the feeding footage, I'll do that. I'll do that too. But you can see the Acanthoscurria broccolahursti very well, the H-Mac very well, the Lacidora parahabana until he took off. Recently, the last few nights when I dropped the temperature, the Serpigo bichotte has been coming up here and getting up on these branches and just sitting right up there, almost like he's up in a tree, and you can see his full body, and it's pretty cool. So if I can catch that tonight, I'll show it to you. But like I mentioned, I do think the tarantulas prefer cooler temperatures in that 70-degree range. I am, during the day, keeping mine up to the 75 to 80 range just because they're still slings. And I think that ultimately, when they're that young, having the higher temperature probably is good. They molt so many more times and so often when they're slings, and a good temperature and good humidity is important for that, so I am keeping it like that. As I was saying, I do think having good heat and humidity for them when they're slings, as they get bigger, when they're all in that 3 to 4 inch range and bigger, I'm going to drop the temperature and just keep it down around the 70-degree range, and I think I'm going to see them more often. They're going to be more active. There's the H-Mac. He came off the side and is now sitting right there. You can see him out on the branches. There he is. So he's doing well too. They're all doing very well. All very active and eating well. I am going to be finishing up with the crickets. I'm going to be ordering the Blapstica dubia roaches from Jamie's Tarantulas. I think she's on vacation right now, but next week, at the end of next week on the 20th of February, I'm going to order the starter kit and I'm going to start feeding these guys the roaches. And the reason for that is they're meatier, they're better for the spiders. They can live almost up to 2 years. They can't fly, they can't crawl up smooth surfaces, they don't smell. The crickets I usually will buy about 40 at a time, and no matter what I do with them, I lose 25 to 30% of them. And I'm not even buying the adults, crickets die, they don't seem to last well. They're smelly, they're noisy, and they're not as healthy for the spiders. They can do damage to a spider if it's molting, and again, the roaches don't. They're not going to hurt a spider, so they're just all around better. So that's what I'm going to start doing. So when I order those and get them, I'll shoot a video of that too. And like I said, tonight I'll try to update this, try to get the lurch up here on the branches, and the Bomey's out quite a bit now. He's actually very active. Comes out and is around his enclosure quite a bit, so I'll have a chance to get him. I think I just spooked him with the light, and that's why we missed him, but you'll get to see the size he is too. Here you can see my Brachypalma Bomey. He's out, got a pretty big abdomen there, so I think he's going to be actually getting ready to molt pretty soon, and he must have noticed the movement and went down in his little hole, but you got to see a little bit of what he looks like. And like I said, I'm going to try a little later this evening to try to get the lurch, the Serpagobus shote, when he's out. So I might have to do that with the red light in here, but we're going to see if we can do that later tonight. I'm going to get for you. Not a great shot, but it's something. And they're all out tonight. There's my Lacidora parahabana. Sitting right out, he's getting to be good size. There's the Acanthoscurria brocklehursti. Good size. And there is my Heterostrata maculata. Worked himself up to the top of the cage. He might have pooped up there because that little white blob wasn't there before. So I would say that's what he's done. Got water dishing for the Acanthoscurria brocklehursti, you can see back there. And for the Serpagobus shote, his water dish right there. If I can get a little more light on this guy without him taking off. There he is. So all of them out tonight in their glory. Well, look at him, he's just really cool. You can see the fangs there. Big old tank-like body. Both lungs. And there he is. So those are some pretty good shots of all my guys except for the Brachypalma Bomey, who just hasn't been out of his hole for a while now. I suspect he's getting ready to molt, so I don't think we're going to see him for a little bit. But here they are, and I'll get get this up on YouTube for you to take a look. So if you go back to the earlier videos, some of my first videos that I put out there, the Learning Series 1 and 2, you can really see the difference in size with these guys and how much bigger they've gotten in 3 months.